Indians went into this game with a batting heavy side with Dhoni at number 7 and Ganguly and Sehwag at the top. Tendulkar, Dravid and Yuvraj Singh formed the middle order. The three seamers included Agarkar, Zahir Khan and Munaf Patel, and Harbhajan Singh was the only specialist spinner. A young Bangladesh side went in with 7 batsmen as well, with the relatively unknown Tamim Iqbal and Shahryar Nafees at the top. Their bowling included the young and impressive Mashrafe Murtaza and the experienced Mohammad Rafiq and Abdul Razak to accompany Syed Rasil. Rahul Dravid won the toss and chose to bat first.
And get off. Sourav Ganguly is bumped into the bowler. There's been a direct hit at the striker's end. Plenty happening here. There's a collision between Virendra Sehwag and one of the fielders. Sourav Ganguly collided with the bowler.
Well, this could be close because he could be in the air. That is going to be tight. And is the foot in the air? Has he grounded it? Because he's made no effort with the bat. And we could have drama right from the start here. Both colliding. I think he's just in. I think that heel's just down.
If the right decision has been made, it just felt the heel of Virendra Sehwag was just touching the ground. Certainly not Virendra Sehwag wanted. He's trying to get back into form in the first run off the bat. And Ganguly collided into the bowler as well. First runs for Sehwag. Will look for 2. And gets it quite easily. So both batsmen getting off the mark. Bit of relief. Oh, it's gone through, knocked him over. It's the in-cutter again. Mashrafe Murtaza is delighted. He knows it's a big one. And the Bangladesh supporters also go up. It's been disappointing yet again for Virendra Sehwag.
If you're out of form, it comes in. Bottom edge. It's not the shot, it's not the time, and India lose their first wicket. A big breakthrough for Bangladesh.
Oh, he's getting the ball to top. The last delivery was in an in-swinger. This one just swung away. These are easy pickings. Once you straight down the leg side, give that batsman a little bit more time. He was just marginally short in length. Uthappa has put it away. It's the first boundary of the innings.
Very good timer. He's taken this opportunity just slightly short. Middle stump. Can open up the onside, open up that front hip and ease it through. Lovely timing.
In the air, and it's gone! Slashed at it, took the outside edge, flew to the man at point. So the Bangladesh is certainly on fire to start off with. Robin Uthappa, the man who's played that shot, just saw it straying outside off stump, was rather extravagant with that shot and paid the penalty.
Uthappa, the young batsman, chases the ball. Ball that's moving around just enough. 2 strikes. Just look at these boys, Bangladesh.
Excellent delivery to start with, a big shot, probably slightly outside the line of off stump, but a great delivery to start with. That's worked away beautifully. Just straying onto the pads, and Tendulkar is so good in that area.
Well, he doesn't miss there. Pure class. The ball that he's just angled in full of length towards leg stump. That's all he needs. Head completely over the ball and a roll of the wrists.
That's a beautiful shot. Just pick the gap. May not go down, but they'll pick up 3. No, they'll settle for 2.
Oh, that's nicely bowled. That's gone. What a start for Abdul Razak. He has picked up Sachin Tendulkar, the big fish. And they are on a roll.
certainly are. They've done their little jig, and so have the fans. Fans who have followed them across the oceans. Gotten value for money already today. The inside edge on to pad and then taken by the wicketkeeper. Yes, good catch. Wasn't that difficult, it just went straight over the stumps, but he kept his focus on what was happening. And a good breakthrough.
Thinking about it. Oh, that'll go all the way. No real backup. The throw was quite a wild one. Well, under these kind of conditions, you really don't want to give away too many runs. Bonus runs for India.
That has raced off the bat of Sourav Ganguly.
It's too short and too wide from Syed Russell. And Sourav Ganguly played it beautifully. Crashed it over to the point boundary.
Very good commitment. Umpires might want to have a look at it just to determine whether the fielder was in contact with the rope or whether the ball had hit rope.
That was followed by Ashraful, but look at that effort. Tamim Iqbal, brother of Nafis Iqbal. That is a great effort, super effort. We had to run all the way from fine leg. Just have to wait and see what looks okay to me. It's a good effort.
He's cleared the infield. Thick part of the outside edge. He's trying to break the shackles. He's a good player against the spin. Boundary for Ganguly, but not a convincing shot.
Not convincing, but effective. Didn't quite get there. Gave himself a little bit of room. Was probably trying to go over extra cover. But got enough bat on it. It's all to do with his bat speed, and he gets that bottom hand into the shot, which just gives him that much more power.
Not plenty of support from the fielders. They will get it when the bowlers are delivering the goods. Mohammad Rafiq starts well. Ali Imran, up goes the finger. He's picked up a wicket with his first delivery. Mohammad Rafiq, the most experienced of the Bangladeshi bowlers. Oh, announced his arrival at the bowling crease. Dravid, gone.
This is a huge wicket. A very, very big wicket. You get an edge to it. Ooh, it's hard to tell from that because it hit in line and looked like it was hitting. That is a big wicket. India in trouble. Well, Hawkeye said it's going to hit. So the captain gone.
Bangladesh, I think, certainly was a factor. Nobody expected it to, put up much of a challenge. They were sort of the team that makes, now and then they give you a few surprises. They'd beaten India in a one-day international a couple of years just before that, but nobody really expected them. We had sort of Sehwag and Ganguly, who are like the, left hand, right hand, the great batting combination, and Tendulkar was sort of batting lower down. So I think maybe not overconfidence on the part of every individual, but collectively there certainly was a sense that, this is fine, this match is done. And
That's neatly tucked away. Took the pace off it, but they'll still get maybe 3 for it. So Ganguly really wasn't quick enough for the third. So you're quite right, David. I think they need to try and apply more pressure on the Indian batsmen, because both these players have the experience to look for those singles. This was one occasion that they did just wide off the ban at short third. So need to try and encourage them, force the pace, as they're really not in a position to do that with 4 wickets down. There's a big shout for a catch behind. But umpire Alim Dar not interested. The wicketkeeper said yes, but he said no.
One of the very best, Alim Dar, as an umpire. It's a big appeal, this, from Bangladesh. He gets a little bit cramped for room there. I reckon it flicks the top of the pad, just brushes the top of the pad. Good decision.
That's nicely played. Just let the ball run with its own pace. Get 2 for it. 5 runs from it, 90 for 4. Oh, he's down the ground, that's in the air. But Mike falls short of the fielder. A lot of ground to cover for the man at. That long off fielder.
Well, he's skewed away over extra cover.
That's nicely played. Just waited on it and leapt it. That'll run down for 4. So relief for the Indians. They've broken the drought of boundaries for a while.
And something for the spectators to cheer. And it's a deflection down the leg side. Yuvraj gets cramped up, but he gets the ball going very, very fine. High back lift. Almost shovels the ball round.
Sweeps it and sweeps it well. In fact, picked the length nicely and bisected the 2 men on the line.
This is a power shot from Yuvraj Singh. Just mentioned a high back left. It's necessary for a sweep shot such as this. He's a tall batsman. He gets in a fantastic position. It's very low to the ball. Hits this hard.
Ganguly's down the ground and that's firmly struck. Brilliant shot. Got to the pitch of it and hammered it straight behind the bowler.
Well, it's drinks for me, Ranjit. They've decided that they can just step on a touch. I still think they've got to be very careful. 4 wickets down. These left-arm spinners have had it all their own way.
50 for Sourav Ganguly. What a run he's having since he came back into the one-day team against the West Indies in January. Good innings under pressure. It's straight and the placement is very good. Very good shot because he wasn't, I don't think, to the pitch of it.
Really good shot. It just seems that he's cutting loose here. Sourav Ganguly. It's been there for a while. Down the track and very safe to hit it over the top of the bowler straight. Just one bounce. Good use of the feet as well.
Into the gap. Such an elegant player. Yuvraj Singh when he's on the go.
Productive over so far for the Indians. Second 4. Short and easy pickings one more time for Sourav Gang, rather, beg your pardons, Yuvraj Singh.
Miles. That's gone miles. This is not a small ground and it's gone into the top deck. To the middle. Some Indian fans enjoy that.
What a shot. First up from Mohammad Rafiq. He had pulled it up actually from outside the off stump. Got a good elevation and look at that, how far he has hit that. Super shot. Cracking shot. Big 6.
Good fielding. Saved a couple.
Oh, topped it. Top edge. Should be taken and is taken. That is a good wicket. Abdul Razak Raj has done the damage. And the Bangladeshi crowd who are here in Trinidad is having real fun.
Yeah, we're starting to step up the pace. played a lovely slug sweep for Rafiq, I think it was a couple of overs ago, into the middle tier of the stands and trying to work it leg side again. Failed to do so. Good catch, very simply held. So often happens that when a partnership forms and one batsman goes, the other one follows soon after. They're jumping with delight.
Why shouldn't they? It is a very good wicket, big wicket. He just got rid of Yuvraj Singh in the previous over, and now Saurav Ganguly. Two set batsmen back in the pavilion. Mohammad Rafiq was short, should have been put away, but didn't time it well. Hit straight into the fielder. Abdul Razak taking a catch. Soft dismissal. Big wicket.
A lot of people were surprised at the way that Saurav Ganguly batted in that particular innings. He didn't really go all out the way he did and take the attack to the other team, which is actually the way he plays best. I mean, the thing about Ganguly is that either you dominate him or he dominates you. And this was sort of like a really, again, a 50-50 type of an innings. It really wasn't a typical Ganguly innings. And you know, sure, Mashrafe Mortaza he's got a handy bowler and he can work up a good bit of pace. But it's nothing that Ganguly hasn't seen before. The team's batting order also, there was sort of a lot of controversy about this whole flexibility and, you know, everyone can float up and down. But there seemed to be a strange reluctance to play Dhoni higher up the order where he'd done well. And, you know, he was apparently itching to play at number 3 or 4 or, you know, a little higher up. So I think there was certainly an element of that, you know, a lack. Once they saw the way that Ganguly was going about his business, I think they needed a sort of injection of dynamism, which probably came a little bit too.
Mahendra Singh Dhoni is an explosive player. We saw his strike rate a little while earlier. Probably look at a few deliveries and then start working out. I think what Bangladeshi bowlers would be thinking is to just give him a single and bowl as much as possible to Harbhajan Singh. We just have to wait and see how it goes about.
Gone. 3 wickets have fallen for just a couple of runs. Don't know what that says, but I guarantee you the feelings and the emotions are at an optimum level here for Bangladesh.
Well, we talked about almost 1 billion people watching it all over the world. Take a look at that. Mohammad Rafiq once again picking up a big wicket. Mahendra Singh Dhoni hitting it straight to the fielder at short third. No problems whatsoever. Aftab Ahmed taking the catch.
Big appeal, first up, could be tight. Could be very tight. What a turnaround of events we've had. 44 overs gone, 159 for 7.
We might be smiling, but I think this is pretty plumb. We're very, very fortunate to get away with that. Ajit Agarkar's first ball, and I'm not sure. The only thing it could have missed was leg stump.
And he's played on. He's played it on. The spinners are doing a fabulous job here at Port of Spain. Bangladeshi players, their expression says it all.
Well, it's just not the right option or the right time. We've only been at the crease for a very short period of time. He's bowling round the wicket, angling in. Really. The stumps are all over the place, and India's innings is all over the place at the moment.
And he strikes straight away. Good pace, good lift, great line, and great work from Bangladesh.
That ball sums up his performance today. First delivery of a new spell to a relatively new batsman.
It's good lift for a loosener, really. He has been up for it, Mortaza, in this World Cup. So has his teammates.
And that's 4. Boundary. critical.
Excellent timing, excellent fielding. These are vital runs. They really are. The Indian fans are cheering. Flags are waving. Given the situation, every run is critical.
And you really appreciate the effort of players like this when you're in a pressure situation.
Might fall into no man's land. And they'll run 2. Could be 3. No, that's not quick enough. Great shot. Just a couple of feet short of going for 6. Searching for that Yorker.
I don't know if Mataza's got tired or what, but he's been searching for that foolish delivery, but he sacrificed his pace. He was running in before, hitting the deck hard. I didn't see the need to change.
End of the innings. Is that a change of pace? Yes, it's a come down in pace. Good change up from Mortaza. And a nifty little partnership of 32 of 28 runs between Zahir and Patel comes to an end. So does the Indian innings.
Really got deceived, had to reach, stretch. Easy catch, but an absolutely critical, valuable partnership. 32, the second equal highest of the innings.
India managing just 191, getting all out in the 50th over. Sourav Ganguly played a laborious, uncharacteristically slow innings of 66 of 129 deliveries, while Yuvraj Singh managed 47 of 58, coming in at 7th. For the Minnows, Bangladesh, Mashrafi Murtaza was the wrecker-in-chief with figures of 4 for 38, and Abdur Razak and Mohammad Rafi gobbled up 3 wickets each.
This week on Star Sports Weekend, watch Super Football action from the Barclays Premier League as teams play for their pride and honour.
बढ़ना है तो लड़ना है.
बढ़ना है तो लड़ना है.
Bangladesh, the only catching will be when Dravid throws the ball back.
Yeah, 50 on the board, 50 for 1 in the 11th over. Bangladesh need 142 to win this so important game for them.
Oh, look at this. It belies a 17-year-old really showing very little respect to the elder statesman.
Because it's soon going to be his bedtime. Just look at this. Cracking shots. Zahir Khan around the wicket. Tamim Iqbal dances down the pitch.
$15 off the over, 60 for 1. And they showed some good reasons why today. Runs are hemorrhaging.
Well, this is terrific stuff. It's not great if you're an Indian player or a spectator. These Bangladeshi boys are having fun.
Dropped it. 50 for Iqbal. 12 overs gone, 67 for 1.
Well played, terrific effort. 51 from 51, 7 fours, 2 sixes. Dancing in the stands, there is some good support here for Bangladesh.
When the Bangladeshi batsmen came on and they started hitting their shot, particularly, Tamim and unknown guys, nobody had heard of them. We were all sort of consulting our books and saying, who is he and where is he from and how old is he and these are kids and what are they doing? There was also, you had to admire the way they went about it. Like, it was absolutely no big deal, that they were, this was, Zahir Khan or Agarkar or Munaf Patel, the fastest bowler sort of east of the Wagah border. There was no problem with it, with that. There was no fear in their mind. They played like sometimes young batsmen play, that they just go out and they see the ball and they hit the ball. And it was almost, it was admirable. In a way, you had to admire them for doing it. They had no pressure on them in the sense that no one expected them to win. There was no, the pressure was on the Indian team. And I guess they could tell pretty quickly that the Indians were beginning to panic a little bit. So I think that initial sort of burst that they had from the number 1 and the number 3 is basically what sort of carried them through all the way. There was sort of a little bit of a slow period at the end, but we knew pretty much that the match was done like by the 30th or the 35th over.
Got him. Patel has his revenge. Very good delivery. He delivers from very close to the stumps. Just enough movement.
It's good delivery. Not too much you can do against this. Is he guiding it past slip? I'm not so sure. I think it's an excellent ball. Dhoni does the rest. A bit of disappointment.
Leading edge against the Dusras. Looks like picking up a wicket. He lost the second wicket when the score was 69. Bangladesh. Edge landed. Oh, has he taken his footed down? Big edge from Rahim and Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Low catch, he's put it down. They put 2 down today. First it was Dravid, now it's Dhoni.
Once again, a very good delivery. Had to play at outside edge. Carried on a pretty low catch, but he was right there. Just popped out at the last minute.
Let's put it away. Much better this time. Harbhajan Singh has no chance whatsoever in the deep. Raced away to the fence. What a cracking shot that was. Big appeal. This could be tight. Aleem Dar is taking his time and up goes the finger. It wasn't a good shot at all under the circumstances. What a spectacular boundary, the last delivery that he had played, and a poor shot in the end. Munaf Patel is the man for India at the moment.
Pitched up delivery, and after just trying to hit it, missing it completely. And when you miss that kind of delivery, you've got to go back to the pavilion. Hitting him straight, dead set. And a good piece of bowling from Munaf Patel. Picks up his second wicket.
Good strike, very good strike. Munaf Patel, the fielder, will not get to it. Much needed boundary to break the shackles and ease the pressure. That's hammered away. Don't bother running for it. Magnificent shot. Saqib Al Hasan, the batsman, always looks a lot more elegant when a left-hander plays the shot.
That's a cracking shot. Picked it up really nicely off the back foot.
Down the ground, what an audacious shot that was. Took the bowler on and straight over. Great 6.
Take that. Beautiful shot, very positive. Rahim flighted ever so slightly, but on the up. Really hit that beautifully.
Cracked away. Had to run down. Oh, Tendulkar, would he cover it? Yes, he just gets there on time.
Good fielding.
He's did that quite nicely. There's an unbridled ability about the way Bangladesh have batted. That's going to go safely. And it's hit the rope. I think it looks as though it has dropped straight onto the rope. Should be 6, if that is the case.
Well, I'm sure that the ruling is if the ball hits the boundary rope, it's 6 runs. It's right underneath our commentary position. Third umpire has been called upon to adjudicate. I think this bounces straight on the rope. It does, right on top of the rope. Aleem Dar is waiting for the decision. Have another look. Third umpire wants another peep at this. Oh, it's 4. Give him 4.
all along the ground. Doesn't get better. Great execution of the shot. Yet another boundary. 14th of the innings. Straight to the big shot. No protection in the deep on the leg side. And it's gone the distance.
Just about when you talk about creating pressure from the bowling part, look at that shot. That's an absolutely outstanding shot from that little man, Mushfiqur Rahim. Came on to bat at number 3 and take a look at that shot. Down on his knees and bang. All the way. Huge 6.
Just one boundary but 2 sixes in his innings. That's good batting. Very sensible, very intelligent young cricketer. Mid-on was inside the ring, mid-wicket was inside the ring. He played the big shot to get the sixer and then followed it up with a nicely played single. Miscue. But he's gone the distance. He's looking for the biggie. Normally puts it a long distance away, just clearing the ropes. But the important thing, he was hitting with the turn. Brings up his half century.
Brings up his half century with a huge 6. Just talking about that there's no turn, so there's ample time for him to go down the track, make some room and hit him over the top of the cover. That is a good shot.
Absolutely inside out, going over the top. That could be gone. Yes, Dhoni does well. Has it come at the right time, or has it come a little too late? The change of bowler working for India. Virendra Sehwag has provided the breakthrough. It's been a good partnership.
Well, is this the turning point? Virendra Sehwag in his very first over gets Shakib Al Hasan stumped. Missed it completely. He goes up in the air. That's a great shot. Takes the challenge and picks up a boundary. Hit it really straight back past the bowler. What a good shot.
Nothing wrong with the delivery. It was on a length just outside the off stump, but it was excellent use of the feet. And he hit it straight, presenting the full face of the bat. It's the safest shot to play straight down the ground. It's the short delivery that's been put away. Tendulkar in the deep. Can't cut it off. Excellent execution of a difficult shot from Rahim. He moves to 46.
All the time he's growing into confidence, Mushfiqur Rahim. Take a look at that shot. That was pitch short, wide, and look at that. Had to go up on his toes and played that beautifully away from Sachin Tendulkar, who's fielding at deep third man.
Intentional, deliberate, up and over. Tendulkar will cut it off. Looking for the second. Rahim will not get it.
Gone. That's the second one. Habibul Bashar just wanted to hit it over the top of the fielder. I think that's good captaincy when he had both the fielders inside the circle at mid-on and mid-off. And Virendra Sehwag has done the trick again for India.
Not a very good shot. And as a captain, you want to bat till the very end. He was looking to hit in the direction of wide long on. Laid down the wrong line. There was a bit of turn. Good stumping from Dhoni.
Isn't a convincing appeal from the bowler himself, Agarkar. It was an afterthought for him and not upheld by Aleem Dar.
Look for 2, it'll just be a single. 14 required. Rahim moves on to 50 and well played. That's his second 50. Oh, that will do. Terrific shot. Stand and deliver 4. 10 to win Bangladesh.
Forward with both arms, a new signal for the umpires and the ICC. He can barely smile. Habibul Bashar is close. He wants to restrain himself. I wonder how special the fielding was from Munaf Patel at cover. Where's it past him? Straight underneath him. Really is not one that you'd hope to be at cover. He's not a good fielder, he's not a good athlete, he's a good bowler. Very stylish shot.
It's gone down, just about carried. Harbhajan Singh, deep backward square leg. Looked as if he was going to get there. I think he does. Would have been a difficult chance.
I think he did get there. Just, only just. Takes off quickly, he's dying on it now. Might have fallen just short. Just 4 to win. 23 deliveries left.
Four to win. This is a real wake-up call for India. I think they've had a poor day today. The body language has not been good.
I think he... 2 to win. He can barely contain the joy, the excitement. Done most things better than India, to be honest. Fielding, catching, bowling. And that set up the batting scenario.
That's exactly what they have done. Everything better than India. Batted better, fielded better, bowled better. But they have kept the nerve. 2 to win. 2 to go. Flags are out.
.190 for 5.
Scores at level. 1 to win. Job done is what they think. Signs there, everybody's gone.
.2011 World Cup champions, I think, is what is written there. And I think it's a good goal, to be honest. Next World Cup. Thank you. Would you bet against that?
Well, it's good to have a belief, to have a target. It's a big scalp, is this, India? Any team would come against India, any team in this competition, and would think we're going to have a heck of a game. This is Bangladesh that are going to turn India completely over. Well, prolonging the agony. One more delivery before the end of the 48th over. Got to bounce back quickly, India. India's next game is against Bermuda. Still one required. It's 191 for 5. All willing, just one run, just one. We need one. 2 overs to go. India got first use of this pitch, decided to bat first. and scored 191 all out. Bangladesh 191 for 5. Just the inevitable for India and their spectators. Waiting for the fielders to get into position, and they're just strolling around.
I suspect there'll be many that still do. It's not over by any means.
Not at all. India can come back from this. They'll get a good talking to from captain and coach. I remember when Pakistan won the World Cup. They were dreadful at the start of the tournament. Dreadful. Imran Khan got hold of them. Won the trophy.
Bit of cramp being suffered now from or by Rahim as he stretches his thigh. Good innings, cannot be understated. It's a slow innings in the context of one-day internationals, but it's what was necessary on the day from the 18-year-old. Yes, hands in the air, it's gone through. What an innings, what a day for Bangladeshi cricket. Is it their biggest moment yet? Well, only time will tell, but it is certainly a wonderful way to start their World Cup 2007 campaign, not for India.
Take a bow, Bangladesh. You'd have a heck of a day today. You've been terrific. Lots to think about for Rahul Dravid and his team. But celebrations there for this young, enthusiastic, determined Bangladesh team. Look at the supporters. They've had a feeling all day that something special could happen. Teenagers have done it. Rahim there finishes with 56 and he's getting a stump, so he should. Young boys in this team, and they've played very, very well. And they'll have played against some of the great heroes. Sourav Ganguly, Sachin Tendulkar, Rahul Dravid, Harbhajan Singh.
The Minnows playing it cool and cruising through to the target of 192 in the 49th over with 5 wickets in hand. Tamim Iqbal got them off the blocks with a blazing knock of 51 of just 53 deliveries. Shakib Al Hasan, coming in at number 5, made a vital contribution of 53. And the keeper Mushfiqur Rahim remained not out on 56 to see his side home and happy. Rahul Dravid tried 7 options but nothing worked. 2 wickets each for Munaf and Sehwag, 1 for Zahir, but none of the Indian bowlers showed any signs of getting India back in this match. This match ended up being an upset that shocked one and all. India nailed themselves, managing just 191 all out, batting first. Sourav Ganguly, the top scorer, with a knock of 66, 47 for Yuvraj Singh at the end as well. Mashraf Murtaza was the chief destroyer, picking up 4 wickets and also winning himself the Man of the Match award. And 3 big wickets for the veteran Mohammad Rafiq. Chasing India's 191, the Bangladeshis came out to bat with a vengeance. Tamim Iqbal got them off the block with 51 and half centuries for Rahim and Shakib Al Hasan, seeing the little Asian nation shock India. A toothless